Hillary sucks, but not like Ivanka, baby. Yeah, Trump that bitch.
Good morning, DC, and this is your girl Mindy Joe with the DC Voice. We are here. It is early this morning. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. I tell you, and this Trump hotel is brightening up the city today. And not only that, we have the ribbon cutting today for the Trump International right here on Pennsylvania Avenue. I tell you, it is a great introduction to this morning. Well, we have a couple more days to November 8th, but hey, that doesn't mean, the ribbon cuttings and the ceremonies can't start right now. So our next potential president, hey, he's doing a ribbon cutting here, and who knows, he just may be doing another ribbon cutting, or let's say inauguration, swearing in at the inauguration in January, but we'll see about that. Hey, I might be jumping a little bit ahead of myself there.
Well, I would just like to say this was a great chance for my fellow members of Congress and some other big NRA supporters to meet Don Jr., Donald Trump Jr., a big supporter of guns rights, the NRA, but also a lifetime shooter, a lifetime sportsman, a gentleman with 5 kids that he likes to get out into the wilderness and enjoy the outdoors, things too many kids don't do. So the real deal. Chris Cox sponsoring this event tonight with the NRA. He said the earliest they've ever endorsed a presidential candidate, but in this case, Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton. Easiest decision he's ever made. Hillary doesn't even pretend that she would be supportive of anything you would call the Second Amendment gun rights. So we talked about the importance of the Supreme Court, the fact that a 4-4 Supreme Court based on the next president, we could see our gun rights locked in as they should be per the Constitution, or if Hillary were elected, you would see Americans in many cases lose their right to keep and bear arms. So quite appropriate for Chris Cox of the NRA to be hosting this meet and greet for Donald Trump Jr., basically speaking on his dad's behalf, but himself a lifelong shooter and a lifelong person who's enjoyed hunting. We had 15, 18, 20 members up there, myself, Senator Sessions, and Congressman Duncan Hunter. Pretty much welcome folks, and I've explained to a number of members now that votes are over, we're going to be here till 6:30, so we may see a few more come over, but as we all know, most members, when votes are done, they're headed elsewhere. And early, so I mean, this was 100% plus, if you can put a plus on it.
So how do they come up to that ultimate decision to be all in for Trump?
Well, let's talk about never Hillary. Hillary Clinton is the great uniter of the Republican Party. Hillary Clinton is the great uniter of anyone who understands the Constitution, whether that's First Amendment, Second Amendment, 10th Amendment. All 3 of those amendments would be in big trouble with Hillary Clinton as president. States' rights, she doesn't believe in states' rights. She thinks Washington, D.C. has all the answers. Second Amendment, forget Second Amendment. First Amendment, we know where she stands on that as well. So she's the great uniter, and as Chris Cox said, I mean, against Hillary Clinton, of course we're endorsing.
Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name's Nick Hallmark.
All right, so where are you from?
I'm from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, that's a far ways from here.
Yeah.
So you're here to support Trump to help do what?
I'm just here to support Trump and celebrate his nomination.
All right, so give us 3 reasons as to why Trump should take over the terrain.
Well, I don't think he'll take over the train. I think he'll lead it. I think he'll lead the people of this country to greatness again. I support him because, can you back that up a little bit for my face?
Yeah, no,
Okay. I appreciate, I support him because of the wall. I support him because of his economic policies, and I support his actual non-interventionism, because people are saying that Trump's a warmonger, but he's really not. He doesn't want to go get us involved in foreign entanglements, because that saps our energy and takes resources away that can be spent here. And we shouldn't be blowing up infrastructure in other countries when we can be rebuilding it here.
All right, thank you. And how old are you, if you don't mind?
I'm 20 years old.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. I see you have this great flag here.
Yes.
All right. So, what makes you want to carry this flag on your back like this in support of the next potential president of the United States?
I do support him. I'm a recent convert. Not totally enthusiastic despite the flag.
Okay.
I'm actually mildly warm to the idea.
Okay.
But I just kind of feel like we don't have any other choices. You know, it's either Hillary, who I can't support, or it's Trump, who I'm going to support. And if I'm going to support him, I'm not afraid to wear his flag and admit it. Okay?
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. We greatly appreciate your time.
All right.
All right. So we are here in Washington, D.C. on today for a great review of the Trump International Hotel. And what are your thoughts about it on today?
Well, I haven't seen the hotel yet. I understand it doesn't open till 4, but I'm hoping to get a peek in on it. I see they've got a protest going on down here, a nice peaceful protest, and this is America, freedom of speech, so we're here to kind of bring the other side and answer any questions that people may have about why we support who we support.
Yes, and speaking of that, what about if he just so happens to win presidency? Do you think he'll be able to manage this Trump International Hotel along with being president of the United States?
I think one of his best assets is he knows how to put the right people in the right places. I don't think he'll need to be bothered with running this hotel or any of his other properties, and it's one of the things I'm looking forward to as him being commander-in-chief. He won't put people in positions because they gave him the most money or they're his best buddies. He'll put the people in the positions where they would be best suited and best qualified for the job. We have many ambassadors who are they were money gatherers, people, bundlers, that was the word, and they became ambassadors, and they were in very high positions, and they don't have the qualifications to be in some of those positions.
Okay. And do you think Trump would consider above minimum wage for a pay rate for workers here?
I would certainly hope so, yes. I've been a business owner. I've always paid above minimum wage. I have given people benefits. It was a gas station at that. Gave people benefits, matching retirement, all that. Absolutely. I know he's about jobs and creating jobs, and I know the D.C. Council would not have approved this if there was not something in it for D.C. And that's bringing more revenue to the city. That's bringing some really needed renovations to this tower and jobs, opportunity.
Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
When it comes to voting for candidates. And also, it shows me that the ruling class in this country are just allowed to run amok and do whatever they want. You know, he's a landlord that happens to be running for president of this country. And to me that says that, you know, it's people in communities that really want to do real work. And it's people in the communities that like to or would like to run for office one day. But it's people that are blocked out of certain meetings and certain circles to not be able to run for office and not be able to make some real change. So today I just want to say that, you know, we're here for workers' rights, and we're here for the rights of our people, all immigrants, families, and other minorities in this country.
Well, personally, I'm going into the military very soon. I don't care as long as if I'm not firing paper bullets, put it that way.
Okay.
And I think that he's going to do a pretty good job at making sure that I don't.
All right. Thank you.
President of the United States. The people. And I'm a woman. Women vote for Trump. I belong to the people.
So, are you from the area?
Man, I'm from all over here.
You're from all over here.
I came from Puerto Rico.
I'll hold it for you.
But I was born here.
Okay.
I went to elementary all the way to high school till I caused a case, a murder case. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, fuck Donald Trump. He ain't shit. That bitch ass nigga ain't gonna give us nothing. We need to go with Hillary. You know what I mean?
Okay. Did you see the...
All them bitch ass niggas fake.
Oh, Well, hey, there you have it. Make America great. Make America great.
Make it great.
And how much is it for like per shot? How much? 400.
We built one of the great real estate companies of the world, but it seems very insignificant compared to what we're doing now. And as soon as we're finished cutting the ribbon, I'm off to North Carolina, New Hampshire, and back down to Florida. I hear we're with the notable exception of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, this is the most coveted piece of real estate in Washington, D.C., the best location. A project like this demonstrates what is possible when a team works together for a totally common purpose. It also shows how to work with our government and to get things done. My theme today is 5 words: under budget and ahead of schedule. That's what we do. So important. We don't hear those words too often in government, but you will. Our agreement with the government required completion of the project by 2018. We were dramatically ahead of schedule on this project and under budget. We turned a property that had been neglected for decades and which was losing huge sums of money for the federal government into a major revenue producer and job creator. This is what I want to do for our country. This is what we're working so hard to do. Right now, just about everything our government touches is broken or they break it. It's always over budget, behind schedule, and simply nothing works. Look at the Veterans Administration, where new hospitals come in hundreds of millions of dollars over budget, and yet our brave veterans still don't get anywhere near the kind of care they need or deserve. Look at our decaying infrastructure. Look at our aging military equipment. Our military is so depleted, despite having the greatest people on earth. I mean, they are the greatest people in our military, but it's so depleted. The tax code is broken. The education system is broken. We spend the most for any country on education, and we get bad results. And so many parts of our country are in a state of disrepair. And now, it was just announced yesterday that Obamacare is in free fall, with premiums going up massively and places like the great state of Arizona going up over 100% in cost. Unaffordable, unusable, and doesn't work even if you can afford it. The American people know what this election is about, and they see it every time they get their health care bills in the mailbox, or ride down a highway that's broken, or go to an airport that looks like it's from a third world country. Remember, Hillary said herself, it was called Hillary Care before it was called Obamacare. She made that statement not too long ago. Now she's trying to withdraw that statement. She wants to withdraw that statement so badly. Today is a metaphor for what we can accomplish for this country. Same kind of thing. This building is a historical landmark, a true American original. It had all of the ingredients of greatness, but it had been neglected and left to deteriorate for many, many decades. It sat there so beautiful and so empty and was falling into a very, very bad state of condition. It had the foundation for success. All of the elements were here. Our job was to restore its former glory, honor its heritage, but also to imagine a brand new and exciting vision for the future. To create a new place place for people and families to come together, and a magnificent place at that. I've been very lucky, and I've led a great life. Now I want to give back to the country which I love so much and has been so good to me. I want to go into the inner cities, the poor rural communities, and the failing schools, and I want to work on a national plan of revitalization. I'm tired of the excuses from our politicians. I'm tired of being told what cannot be done. I'm tired of people asking Americans to defer their dreams to another day, but really what they mean is to another decade. Enough waiting. The time is now. We can achieve our goals for this country, and we can do so more quickly than anyone ever thought possible. There is nothing we cannot accomplish. The United States is greater. It's great. Its people are great. There is no task or project too great. There is no dream outside of our reach. Don't ever let anyone tell you it can't be done. The future lies with the dreamers, not the cynics and the critics.
Sit down. All right. Ready? Many, many years of luck and happiness and everything else.